Hey guys, Brennan here. Welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time, we went and confronted Monokuma about the fact that he had rigged the last trial, and he allowed us to live, and gave us and we gave him the proposition of proving that he didn't kill Mukuro by, holding another trial where we have to solve all of the mystery of the schools of the school, including Mukuro's murder, why we're trapped here, and all of that stuff. So we need to figure out everything that is going on and confront Monokuma with it. So now we're gonna go look around the school to try and find the evidence. I'm going to start with the second floor of the dorms, because I'm right here. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? Looks like some ancient ruins. Or, no. It's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up in here or something. Ah, yes. Blood. I like that, that's kind of ominous. Just like a long hallway with rubble and then a girl's bathroom at the end of it. This is the girl's bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Okay. Okay, Mukuro. Check out the boys' bathroom. There's nothing in here. Cool. Got a door with a giraffe on it. Got like an eye of Horus over there. Very cool. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. I wonder if I can open this locker. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... Nope. No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. Okay. That one. Let's try all of them. I don't think this is gonna come up with anything. Nope. Nope, alright, I guess I can't do anything in here yet. That's fine. There's a classroom here. Or no, this isn't a classroom, this is like a office. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the Headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? You mean... Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? No, it's a secret doorway. There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open up. And the door should open right up. Wow, I can't read. But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Yo, Kyoko, what's your birthday? There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair?
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. Ultimate despair has been added. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we'll need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password... Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that just might hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Beep! I think Kyoko Kirigiri as your password isn't a very secure password, and a much more secure password would actually just be Kyoko Kirigiri followed by her birthday. Like, that's automatically more secure because it has letters and numbers. It's still not very secure though, because if somebody knows your name, knows that you have a daughter, knows your daughter's name, and knows your daughter's birthday, they could easily guess that as your password. But whatever. My password is not secure. I shouldn't say that in a video. I really shouldn't have said that in a video. Oh well. I'm gonna shut my mouth and stop talking about my password because, yikes. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. That feel when you immediately change all your passwords after a video. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. The present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But, I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Uh-huh.
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside, and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Look at him again. What was in the box? It was wrapped up all nice, so I never would have guessed what was inside. Human bones! Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones!
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just... Ugh. I'm fine. We're good. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing! A dead guy in a box! My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we already have, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. There's only students here. We've seen this like twice already in this video alone. Actually, no, it was in the last video, but whatever. I recorded them back to back, so I kind of forgot that it was in the last one. Are those 16 students? Yeah, okay, yep. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words,
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just a thought. Just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut all of... So he could... I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it, knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because
Never let anything get in the way of investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. It probably opens all the things that are electronically locked. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
in other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right.
it would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. But why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Huh? This picture? It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you...
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... to now find something like this... I can't look at this without thinking that, like, her arms are, like, set too high. Like, it almost looks like somebody took the arms, like, off her, like, out of the sockets, and then pushed up and then shoved them back in. Like, that's almost what this looks like to me. Like, I don't know, it just seems like they're too far raised up. But that's probably just more like you're scrunching your neck down like this, and the shoulders are raised up to here, like that. And that probably looks a little weird, but But yeah, it's probably more like that, but I don't know. Also, it almost seems like her head is too small for the body, just slightly. Like the head could roll off or something. I don't know. It just looks a little strange. Can I find something like this? So, what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster has been added to the Truthful section.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko? Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. She really okay? Kyoko. Must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Find out what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. That same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the file, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Yeah, okay, yup, okay. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is a student. They're a student. Thank you, Monokuma. 15 of us met in the main hall, and add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And, including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, and Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. Wait, no! That can't be! I refuse to believe it! There has to be some other way! There just has to be! Alright, let's move on. Woo! Alright, moving on. We're gonna go look at the locker room now because we have the whoop whoop to swipe it. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope. Locked. There's a card reader. Blah 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 blah. No luck with my own. Wait, but what about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and beep. Alright, just what I was hoping for! Now let's see what we got inside. This thing is practically empty. Except for a notebook. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside, it could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter, and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster, and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe. Prodigies? Prodigies. Safe. To keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said to me she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. When I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us. And so, we survive. There's a second despair. Locker pocketbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh no, oh no. I don't need all this recap. Okay. Yeah, I just don't understand. Can't back away from the locker, so... Okay, I guess I could. It just didn't say the... It just didn't have the little exit in the corner. Took the emergency handbook, ran that across the card reader, and beep, click, click, locker opened. Nothing. What about this one on the end? Nothing. What about this one? Still nothing. What about this one? This locker's totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to has organization problems in every part of their life. It's clearly Hakakure's locker, man. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yup, Yasuhiro Hagakure. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Locker notebook has been added! Yeah! This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. The more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. Bunch of caved-in dorm rooms. I opened the door up just a cracked glance inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Yeah, I don't think there's much important in here. This bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Yeah, this isn't important. Because there's an exit immediately, so I'm out. We're moving on. Going to a different part of the school. Let's head to somewhere else of importance. That works for me. Going to the data center.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But,
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean,
'Cause it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Ah, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Yeah, no, she's just definitely fine with me getting blown up. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. And then I blew up and died. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. There's some kind of hatch on the floor. Right now I'm concerned about that weird device. No, but the hatch is where the mastermind is, dude! God damn it. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Ifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Too bad he's fucking dead. Ha, I'd hate to be dead like that loser. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. You know, it was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but... I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel. And I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina, there was one... And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center... That's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Monokuma will have popped up in the data center. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Yup. Is that Monokuma? Hey! Rawr, give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button! Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Whoa, hey Mikoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Yup. It looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Confirms that that's true. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. If that is true, they're a student like we've been over. Oh wow, how many times do I need to see this one flashback? Jeez. Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma's control room has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. What's wrong, Mikoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but we haven't died yet, so we're probably fine. But I really hope it's not true. So, like, I want to leave soon. There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all of our time standing around here, but what about the hatch on the floor? Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Oh, wow. She's forcing me out of the room, that's fine. Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah, the door, it just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't even be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So, right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Yeah, there was a hatch on the floor I tried to look at twice. Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way! The hatch on the floor that I wanted to look at? Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, the hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. Damn. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
And when I said we should leave... Well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of our time we have left. Honestly, I think it would have been fine if the game actually, like, lets you look at the hatch and have you figure out for yourself, oh, it doesn't open. Okay, well, I guess I can't do anything about that. Because that, to me, would feel better than just being forced out of the room and not able to look at it at all. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you've got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint. I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. I don't need to check the classroom. Screw that. I'm gonna go to the headmaster's room. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78 student registry? It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at the Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair, and I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So, why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the Headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Maybe. It means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before, Mukuro's picture. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot, 7 inches, 97 pounds. And it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added to the Triple section of your handbook. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Leave. We need to go to the garden and the dojo. And there was another room, the biolab. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? So cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, they're all off. Some kind of weird machine. I feel like I've seen this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Okay, can we open them? Some kind of weird machine. Left. Right-hand lights are off. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems has activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a dead body as fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? Well, looking around, I think I get it. Seems clear to me now. Some kind of makeshift morgue. Biolabs and morgue. And about those lights by each slot. Looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up blue. Another one of the victims is... Biolab lights has been added to your bullet section of your handbook. Look at your cat now. I might have. But there's no cat in my room, I'm sure of that this time, so it's fine. If there's a cat meowing, it's outside of my room and somebody else in the house can deal with it. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Look at the bodies. There's some kind of weird machine or something on the left side. Yeah, okay. I guess I can't look at the bodies. What, these tarps? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Alright. Guess that's all that I have to do in there. Garden. It's all cleaned up. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Yeah, no, it's been cleaned up, Mukuro. There's still just the 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there was more than that. The sprinkler control panel. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time couldn't be changed. Okay, maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I'd better check just to be sure. No, I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? The corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in the other case, so I'd better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. it says Biolab, then this originally came from the Biolab? Tarp has been added. That's all I really needed to check here. Let's check out the dojo again. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
What do you want? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would had to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea of what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Yeah, I can hear a cat meowing outside my door right now. He wants in my room, but I'm not letting him in because I'm recording. Alright, cool. Are those arrows still in the locker? Let's check. No. Guess not. Cool. Oh. Class trial already.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
I don't know if you hear this cat on recording or not, but he's upsetty. He wants in. He wants in this room. I don't think he's in the bedroom. I'm just gonna double check that because if he is, I don't want to keep him trapped in here. Yeah, he's not in the bedroom. He's outside my door, and I'm not letting him in my room right now. All right. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that... He said to go to the gym, right? Yeah. Oh, hey, hero. Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him. What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hiro, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Let me guess. Monokuma's showing us other people doing something. maybe? Making us try to doubt each other. That seems on brand for Monokuma, to show us something about somebody else and make us doubt them. Hello, welcome, hello! Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured, well, a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. Yeah, you got Celeste, Mondo, Leon, Mukuro, Sayaka, Hiro, Sakura, Fumi, you got Ishimaru, you got Junko, Chihiro, Kirigiri, Toko, Byakuya, and Hina. Got everyone in the class except for Makoto. And let me guess, every single person that comes to see Monokuma will be shown a photo of everyone in the class except for themselves. Because, oh, what? Everyone else knew each other. What? I'm left out. Type deal. Turning us against each other. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the Headmaster's room and we looked at that file, Mukuro Ikusaba, then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. It's everyone but me. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. And of course, they chose the one where Junko's face is conveniently covered. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture. What's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. If this picture is real, then could that mean... Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You kinda get in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. But I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Okay. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it! Group photo has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Now class trial? So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Yes. Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? No, but he wanted to confuse you. But it looks so real. So full of life. How can anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Running around at the speed of sound. Okay. So I guess my goal now is find everyone else. The archive on the second floor shows some buildings, probably because Miyaki is there. Oh, Byakuya! Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't, he just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Leave the archive, yes. Or maybe we were all shown the same picture and everyone else is suspicious of me now because of the fact I wasn't in that photo? I don't know. But I think they were all shown photos that they aren't in, but everyone else at the school is in. Check the map so I'm not walking around aimlessly. No one on the third floor, it looks like. On the fourth either. Fifth, dojo and bio lab. Or garden and bio lab. That's important. What up, Hero? Hey, Hero! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry! Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out again. Huh? Toko? Toko, are you okay? No, no! She's not dead, is she? No, she just saw a body. She passed out. Okay. Ugh! It's cold! It's super cold! It's so cold I think I might catch cold! If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep again? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up to just now. What did you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Yeah. Genocide Jack's memory has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me right now or I slit your throat. I don't know, I'm sure Byakuya is around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it! I totally knew it! I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he must be right now. Okay, bye. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? This right here. The body. The fridge, it's open. I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out. Kyoko! She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Mukuro.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Mukuro.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now, I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't have a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Mukuro.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it? Okay. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it, I can't look inside! I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Okay. Okay, I already asked her, though. Oh, God. I have to go through all this again? Oh, I thought I would have new dialogue, and I'm... Don't. Tarps. Let's look at those again. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. The one that was marked Biolab in the garden. Yeah. Ah, it's the same one I found in the garden. If I remember, that tarp had a stamp that's on it. It's a Biolab. Makes sense. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. Meaning, yeah, literally only the mastermind could have done it. Man, I wish we just looked at the tarp a little closer. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. I mean, I guess looking at it and noticing it's from the biolab also still would have technically incriminated Kyoko, but would have taken any suspicion off of Makoto immediately, because Makoto doesn't have the key that opens any door in the school. Kyoko did. So, it would have been the same outcome anyway, where it tries to get forced on Kyoko. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. Tarp has been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, I've already looked through this instruction manual. More importantly, on the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. On the right side, aren't. It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be Leon, Sayaka, Chihiro, Mondo, Celeste, Hifumi, Taka, Sakura, and Mukuro would be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a body missing. Junko. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Biolab lights has been updated in the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Geez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. Breathe with a TH because I pronounced it strange. Very good. Did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. Oh, that's me still. They were, however, dead before the blast. Stabbed with a knife, struck in the head, also covered in other wounds. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma's file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give. If they're old wounds, that would mean that they're scars. They're wounds that were healed up. Meaning, like, oh, you know, that's fine. They were probably caused by something else. If they were just wounds inflicted several days ago, but they're still gaping open wounds, it's still likely that that person could have died from them.
Listen,
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
however,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of the many?
right,
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Unless, of course, you've played the game before, you fucking cheater. What? No, I didn't play the game before. This is my first time playing the game, totally. Makoto, I know you're being controlled by somebody by the name of Brennan Clark. And he's played the game before, and occasionally likes to try to pass it off like he doesn't know what's happening. What? Who is this guy? He's the guy playing the game. But what do you mean? Our life is a video game, Makoto. What the fuck? That's just awful writing. It's perfectly fine writing, Makoto. It's breaking the fourth wall, and thus ruining any fun we might have had with this series. But, if my life is a lie, what the hell is the point to any of this? There is none. Oh, cool, that's great! Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
in other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of those possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Kyoko's account has been added.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her weight, her height and weight.
so,
5 foot, 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
indeed,
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed,
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Updated profile.
and,
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kinda sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad. Did you forget she was our enemy once? Part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So, for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on! I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. That notebook, yeah. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now, I likely won't get the chance. Hey, Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead, then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the Headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be yours.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And, if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the Headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video? Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the Headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. It's my fucking locker, dipshit. I can open it with my own handbook. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. The DVD? And it says, Class number 78, urgent interviews?
So...
I found that in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes any sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangement I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So, why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So, that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. We're gonna go to the AV room. Going to the AV room. Oh, we should also talk to Hina in the Dynacon real quick. Yo, what up, Hina? You want to talk to me about the picture? Yakuya, Hiro, Koko, Kyoko. I talked to everyone if I talked to them about it. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? Well, they all hate me now, that's cool. No one will talk to me. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Kind of reminds me of my real life, Dab. Stupid. Mostly people don't talk to me because I tell them not to, but you know. And also I avoid people. So, why would you complain about no one talking to you if you avoid them? I don't know, but that's what I do. There's absolutely nothing in here. It's just a normal empty cardboard box. Cool. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. Must have only been a few seconds. But to me, it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut off. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eye started back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Mukuro, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Mukuro, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Dang. Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Yakia. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I wanted to watch the whole thing, it'd be just more of the same. You'd ask them the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD has updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Ooh, class trial! There it is.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black. There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning.
I like how he had to be like, but it's pitch black, or that leads to drought, because he has to prove despair is better. And normally the sight of like a storm ending and the sight of dawn are signs of hope. The fact that everything ends and starts again is supposed to be a hopeful thing. So he can't spread that message without throwing in some despair propaganda.
Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Alrighty. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Alright. This is the end. Yes, it is. It's the end of the video. Haha! Alright. Anyway, I will see you next time. So, if you liked it, consider leaving a like. Consider subscribing. All that good stuff. I will see you next time on probably the finale of Danganronpa, unless I decide to split the trial into 2 parts, but I'm not gonna do that if it doesn't have an intermission. I don't know if it has an intermission or not. If it does, I might split it into 2. If it doesn't, then, I'm not going to. But, anyway, bye guys. I will see you next time. Peace out.